Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good day to all the viewers. My name is Talib Hamildin. I am a retired builder and I've been retired now for about 10 years and I've been wondering what I was going to do with my life, and I started on hobbies, hobbies, which is one of them is I play golf, and I also started now making stuff like this, which I'm going to do today. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to make date balls for you people. So I have all here in front of me my ingredients. From my right hand side I have my 1 cup of sugar and 150 grams of butter or any other margarine, and I have 500 grams of dates, pitted dates, and 1 cup of nuts. It can be any kind of nuts. It can be walnuts or any other kind of nuts that you want to do, mixed nuts or anything. Then I also have my Rice Krispies and my biscuits that I will add at a later stage, and my 2 spoons of vanilla essence and 1 egg, which I add in last. So that is the process of my date balls that I will be making now. And like I said, I've been retired and I've came across this date ball recipe, and I tried it and it wasn't to my satisfaction, and I made some adjustments to it to suit me, and which I find is now very tasty. And I will start on making my first move on my date balls. I have my butter, which I'm going to put in, and then my sugar. That we put in now, and now we let it melt until it's completely melted, and then we add our sugar to our melted butter. And as you can see, it's quite a process because it's quite cold, the butter, so it takes a bit of time. This, when all your ingredients are ready for you to use, it takes about 20 minutes to make. Our dates that we have, I've cut out, which I buy without the pips in, and I cut it into pieces so it can melt very quickly. And then we also add the nuts that will be added to our dates, and as they roast with the dates, it gets an extra roast, with the nuts. When that has been done, we will then go onto our finished products, to add the biscuits and our Rice Krispies. So we have our ingredients now a little bit melted here, so we add our sugar, and that's it now. So now we can, that is our sugar melting now with the butter. As you can see here, it's quite nice and yellow. Right, that is nearly done. And now I can get my dates and put that in. Right, so that is how we do it. Okay, so once that, okay, that's us. So now we melt this all together, and when this has gone a bit soft, we then add our niblets of nuts. Like I've said, I'm being a retired builder. I've been in the building trade for about 50 years, and I'm very happy to have been retired now, so I can concentrate with my life, with my grandchildren and my wife and my children. So that is what I enjoy most. My grandchildren now, as time has gone on, you seem to forget about your children. When you are working, a working father, you forget about your children. So now I have all the time for my grandchildren, which is something very, very dear to my heart, that it keeps me healthy, it keeps me going, it keeps me young, and with my hobbies it even makes me much more younger. So this is now the first process of our date balls that we are doing. So I will let it simmer through here now and get it to melt together. Nice binding together now, as you can see there. It's melting, the dates are melting, and the nuts are getting the extra roast. So when you take your first bite on that date ball, you can taste that extra roast on that nut. So this is how it's done, which is not a very difficult task for anybody to do. So I will then show you now how it's done. We put it into our stainless steel container here. Put it in there. Right, that's how we do it. And when that has been done, open it up a bit. Open it, and you take your biscuits and put it in there. You stir it, mix it quite nice and thoroughly. And when that has been mixed nice, you can then add some of your Rice Krispies. You mix that all together. As you can see, this is quite an easy thing to make. It's for the gentlemen, I would say it's easy, but for the ladies, it needs a little bit of elbow grease when you mix the mixture of the dates with the nuts and the Rice Krispies and crushed up biscuit. So now you add the rest of your biscuits, and that's nearly to the end of your product. And then you add your 2 spoons of vanilla essence. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Something like that happens, but okay. And now what I've got to do now is I still have to put my egg in, beat an egg up in there, right? That's it. Beat your egg up. You've got to be quick with this because the heat of the date balls and the egg, you've got to mix this very quickly because you don't want to have a fried scrambled egg in your date balls. So now you've got to mix this very quickly before your eggs get fried into the mixture. That's it. That is my finished product here now, ready to cool off. And I can show you now the end product. You do it like this, which we have here, that has been cooled off already. You press it a bit together and you roll it, and you will see that the butter in there gives it a bit of a shine on there, which makes it a bit oily on the outside. And you roll it in your coconut, and voila, you have a date ball. There you are. That's the finished product. So encourage your husbands to do this. I mean, it's something simple. It's something that you can do. You can also make it into little packets like this. When you want to give it to your neighbors for breaking their fast, you can make it into packets like this, or even smaller ones like this. And that's how you can use this. You can also use to make for functions. Like my wife, she made this for my 70th birthday. When I was surprised when I made a date ball, but I didn't know they were going to do this. And I was quite surprised, and they gave this to each and everybody that came to my party.